Africa's rally fraternity gather for the start of the 19th Castrol International Rally. With 2 events run and still no clear leader of the championship log, tension mounts as the teams await the start of the longest and toughest event of the national rally calendar. Of what awaits them, only one man really knows. Clerk of the course, Dieter Koch.
I think we have a very exciting route. You know, the stage distance is considerably more than the open sections for the first time ever. So it's going to be difficult. There's very little rest period in between, little time to work on the cars. But the roads are in good condition. It's going to be a fast rally. We shouldn't have a dust problem. We've had a lot of rain in the past 2 weeks. So I think we're going to have a very exciting and very tough rally.
And entries this year, Dieter?
Entries are slightly down on the previous years. We had 52 entries, of which 4 have reported that they are going to not start the event for various reasons. But the quality of the entry is very good. And I think in the current economic times, it's about the best we can expect.
Right, we'll chat again at Amsterdam at the regroup. Thanks, Dieter.
Good, see you there.
From the ramp, the cars have 9 stages before the scheduled Amsterdam regroup. From Ermelo, it's south towards Piet Retief, and then up towards Amsterdam and the Neusten border crossing. Draw number 1 is Toyota's Serge Damso with navigator Vito Bonafide in their 4-wheel drive Toyota Conquest. Having won the previous event in Cape Town, these, the current South African champions, start as odds-on favourites. South Africa's motor racing legend, Sarel van der Merwe, with his trusty navigator, Frans Boshoff. We join Nissan's Hannes Grobler and Piet Swanepoel as they mount the ramp.
Number 1 driver for Nissan, Hannes Grobler, Piet Swanepoel. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hannes Grobler is also an ex-South African champion.
Ahead of them, in car number 4, are teammates Jannie Habig and Douglas Judd. We'll join Hannes later in Special Stage 1. The crowds are treated to some spectacular driving as one after the other, the drivers turn it on. Designed by local man Jimmy Loubser, Stage 1 runs through the town, and Ermelo's local folk turned out in their throngs to watch the spectacle. Car number 3 is Toyota's second 4-wheel drive team of Eric Sanders and Tilo van Westenhagen. Followed by Nissan's Habig and Judd in their Sentra. We are in with Hannes Grobler and Piet Swanepoel on Stage 1 for just a few of the 8,8 kilometers. Out of the hairpin, Hannes battles to get the Sentra onto its power band, costing him valuable seconds. This stage was won by Eric Sanders in a time of 5 minutes and 9 seconds, an average speed of 102.5 kilometers per hour. Special Stage 2, 8.2 kilometers long. In Special Stage rallying, the competitors are clocked at the start and finish of the stage. This time is recorded, and when added to the other stage times, becomes a score. As in golf, the team with the lowest score leads. The cars enter the stages at a set timed interval, depending on the dust factor. The routes between the stages are open sections or transport stages. During this period, the cars may be serviced, but are given an arrival time for the start of the next stage. Late starters are penalized. Looking down the field, Johan Evertse and Steve Harding. Glenn Hall and Martin Botha. Nick de Waal and Guy Hodgson lost 8 minutes in Stage 1 due to ignition problems, pushing them back to 46th position. Jannie Hobbig running late with oil pressure problems due to a loose oil filter. At the end of stage 2, Sarah van der Merwe and Hannes Krobler share equal fastest times of 6 minutes and 4 seconds.
625, car 10, 618. Over.
From Ermelo, the long open section transports the competitors to the pan-built area for the next 7 stages. Dusk greets the drivers on arrival at special stage 3. Conditions become tricky with the dust factor almost chronic. But it's on towards the town of Amsterdam for the first of the 4 regroups.
Dieter, Amsterdam, 9 stages down. What have you got to report?
Well, Rob, we've had a lot of dust, so the field is very spread out. We've lost a couple of the top competitors like Hannes Krobler and Jannie Hobbig. But most of the cars still seem to be in, and we're going to regroup them now and get them back into 3-minute intervals. So we should be running, when we get to the border, things should improve.
Now the race up front, is it that close at this stage?
Very close. There's about 7 seconds between the first 2 cars, which are Serge Damster and Sarah van der Merwe. So we can expect things to happen through the night now, definitely. They're both going to try and get in front.
And the stages?
Well, once we get over the border into the Lesotho forest, of course, it changes completely. The roads are much better. There's no dust there. So it'll be a more fair fight because there won't be the dust advantage.
The rally continues through the night, and on special stage 10, our in-car camera joins Nick de Waal and Guy Hodgson in their Toyota.
Stand by, that's 10. And 5. Red, yellow, green. 100 Rocky. 200, sweep, 60 right. 100, right, 60 right. Sweep 60, sweep 60. 300, turn off, 60 left. 200, turn off, 60 left. 100 left, keep left now. Keep left. Okay. 300, sweep left with a jump. 200, sweep left on a jump. 100, sweep left on a jump. Bit of a jump. 45, 45. 150, jump. 100, jump. Here it is. And 100, jump again. 100, jump again. 100, jump again. 100 the finish. Stand by. Okay. Okay, finish.
Those were just a few of the 10,7 grueling kilometers. De Waal and Hodgson are pushing hard to regain the time lost in stage 1. They are now holding 16th position, but it's a long night ahead before the 6 a.m. Malkerns regroup.
13 next.
806,
Car 15.
811.